In this video, we will discuss BFS, breadth first search. This is a graph algorithm, and this algorithm relates to the searching of nodes or vertices, we can say. So generally, these are the two algorithms. One is VFS and another one is TFS. So in this video, I will explain VFS, and the next video will be related to the TFS. VFS is breadth first search, as name indicated. First it go in the breadth, in the width, and then it go deeper. So here I will explain it through one example. You can see one graph over here. This is a directed graph. If we talk about the adjacency of the graph, then A, B, C, D, E, F, G are the nodes of this graph, and you can see A is a node, and we can reach to B and D through A. You see the direction of this arrow. It goes from A to D and A to B, not A to F, right? This is going from A to B and A to D, so it means B and D are the adjacent to A, right? Keep it here. You should know that this is a directed graph, so that's why B and D are the adjacency list of A, right? If this graph is not directed or arrows are not there and the graph is same, then F will also be adjacent to the A, right? So here the arrow direction is there, so that's why we are following the arrow. So that's why B and D are the adjacent to A, right? Similarly, the adjacent of V will be C and F, because C and F can be reachable from B, right? And so on. Here you can see the adjacency list. It is made with uh, this concept, right? So here we have to make a VFS, right? Breadth first search. So in this example, we have taken Q1 and Q2. Q1 holds all the nodes that are to be processed, while Q2 holds all the nodes that are processed and deleted from Q1, right? So we will discuss it step by step. So we are starting from A, however it may be given in your question, or if that is not given in the question, then you can start from any of the node. So here source is given at node A, so that's why we are starting from node A, right? So first of all, we have to traverse from a node A, so that's why the node A will be processed, and it has been added to Q1, right? And because this is the first step, so Q2 will be null, right? Now for the second step, what we will do, we will see the adjacent of the A. So the adjacent of A are B and D, right? So B and D will be added in Q1, and we will be deleting QA from Q1, and it will be added to Q2 because it has been processed. Here processing means we are finding the adjacent of that particular item, right? Now we go to the step 3, where we will see, where we will process the node B or vertex V, and we will see the adjacent of node B, and B, when we will be processed, then it will be deleted from Q1 and added into Q2. So here B will be deleted, and the processed item of B is C and F, right? The adjacency list. In adjacency list, C and F are reachable from B, so that's why we have added C and F, and B has been added to Q2. Here C, F, and are added at the last, right? Because it is a queue, it will not be added in the first. If it is a stack, then we will be adding into the in the first position, but it is a queue, so that's why we will be added at the last. Here one thing is to mention, when we have added B and D, then we have added B and D. We might be adding D and B, so it is also making no difference because B and D both are in adjacency list. Here, any order can be maintained. B and D we can swap the order of B and D, right? If D is first, then we will be processing D first, right? Here we have written B first, so that's why we have processed B first. Similarly, when we have processed B, then we have added C and F, right? So here also the order of C and F can be changed because both are at the same level and both are the adjacent of B, right? So in the third step, we have process item B and add it to queue B, right? Now for the fourth step, we will be processing D, right? So the adjacent of D is F. So the F will be added at this end, right? But F is already there, so no need to add it. But this item has been processed, so it will be deleted from Q1 and added to Q2. So here you can see over here, right? So Q2 is having the item D also, and it is deleted from here. Now for the next step, we have to process the item C, which is having a adjacency list E and G. So E and G will be added at the last. Here we have added E and G, and C will be processed. So C will be deleted from here and added to after D. So here we have added, right? Again, I want to mention that when we are processing item C, that adjacent list is E and G, so we can have any order E and G or G and E, any order we can maintain. So similarly here also, if we delete or we process F, the adjacent one is A, right? So we may add it A over here, but we have to note over here A already has been processed, so no need to write it. Only F will be deleted from here and added to Q2. And here now E is there, so adjacent item are B and F, right? B and F are already processed, so that's why no need to add, and E will be deleted from Q1 and added to Q2. Similarly for G, the adjacent is E and E already has been processed, right? So that's why we will delete G from Q1 and add it to Q2. Now this is the final traversal list. So in this way we can traverse any of the graph.